What is up, everybody? It's me, Cousin Cecil, aka Mike Fowler. How you doing? I ain't gonna lie, I just woke up and I wanted to get this bad boy done. You ever think about when you have surprise that we're gonna have a special bonus episode of the Cousin Cecil Show on Wednesday, this Wednesday. Can't think, brain fart. The 23rd, 24th, new comic book day. Maybe another hint of why I'm doing that on that day. But yeah, we have a new episode. So this one might feel like a phone in, but there was news, so I'm trying to get through all the news. But yeah, just a little, still got the eye boogies and shit in my eye. I'm trying to rub them out. But yeah. How you guys doing this week? You guys have a good week? Probably not as good as me. I had the Snyder cut. And boy, oh boy, and I am so happy that it came out. And so finally it's like a redemption of just a past that was bad, and all is good with it. I loved it. I'm gonna save that discussion because I have something in the works too that will be coming sooner than later, hopefully. But I want to say it's good. In fact, it's going to be this week's hot pick. Sorry, Falcon and Winter Soldier, but you know who you're dealing with over here. But I digress. Yeah, I've been having a good week. Hope you all did too. Now that wish you the best. Thank you for coming back to the Cousin Cecil Show every week and listening. Really appreciate it. Again, don't be shy. Come to @MikeFowler93. Give me a shout. Even a question. I know I don't ask questions, but like if you send a question, I'll save it. I'll tell you. I'll probably answer it there, or I can save it for the podcast. I don't care. But yeah, let's just get into it. For what I've been playing, I've been pretty mellow. Besides, I've been playing Fortnite because Fortnite has now season 5 is over. And we are in season 6 of chapter 2, season 6, which is now called Primal. And we just had the event, which was a quote unquote single player mission of a very easy of sorts, but it changed the map. Nothing too drastic in the sense of how I'm going to explain it. Like it's not like it got bigger. It didn't get like, but involves basically the story, which I've just learned within this time of listening to Fortnite, but like the island usually is on a 22-minute interval of like a cycle, which is basically a whole battle royale round, like until there's always one victory royale. Okay, and then Jonesy this time around kind of stopped or kind of altered the loop by throwing his little portal gun into it, and then was able to make one of the 7, which is apparently a group that wants to break the loop, and then the Order, which is the ones like with like the guards and stuff, they want the loop to stay going because they're the ones using all the people like guinea pigs. So the 7, apparently, their leader of the Foundation came through because he altered the loop for this moment in time, and he came down on a meteor like the rest of the other 3 that we know about. But long story short, there's these spires. There's also new guns in the sense of now you can also craft in your backpack, and like there's animals in the map. And right now, to my knowledge, listen to the grapevine of just people around me, they don't like this season already, because I'll give them that Epic Games needs to jump in real quick and maybe do a couple quick patches to help the game, because it's a little sporadic on what is the best gun, or like to get the meta of the game, which maybe some teams like the idea, oh yeah, maybe, people can make any combination of holding guns in there all you can, but like the idea of the animals are there now so you can kill them or tame them and blah blah blah, and just act like some weird Beastmaster, because it now has, like, when I said primal, like there's like dinosaur bones and dinosaur eggs, well, maybe dinosaur, eggs around. There's like stone buildings, like we're cavemen in certain areas. Some of the stuff's still there, but majority of the stuff's still there. But like some of the, like the big one, like that really disappeared was like Salty Towers and Hunter's Haven. Salty Towers became Bony Barg, so it's like a caveman little village. So it actually has, like, the sides of the buildings are big bones to hold the like the animal skin up for the wall, which it looks cool. And I like it because also the Battle Pass has DC's Teen Titans Raven as one of the skins. And this is going to be also starting this season, starting like in April. There's going to be a comic book series I think we maybe have talked about, but like it's a DC comic that's crossover with Fortnite. And and then each book has a skin for the game. The first skin apparently is Harley Quinn, which I've looked through when I was getting information. But I like it. I mean, it's more you're getting used to, but it's like fun getting used to. Like there's no more sniper rifles, which I liked. But now there's two different like trees of how do you want to make a bow? Do you want to make it into a mechanical one by chopping up cars and picking up mechanical parts, and so you can stay in that frame of guns too, because like you can make the classic Scar, you can make the pump action came back, so you just have to go to the mechanical route of everything. But if you want to go the primal route, like it just gives you different options, and there's good and bad about. I think me and my little group are still trying to figure out what is the best and the positives and negatives of each gun. So like I don't mind the primal guns, but then sometimes I feel like, am I like, what is going on? Because I don't know if it's me, but sometimes I feel my fire rate, or even like with the Scar, I'm shooting straight forward and not moving, kneeled. I feel my bullets are going everywhere, missing them every single time. I can't believe it. I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe it's my internet input, but who knows? But yeah, that was basically me for like this week of playing. I picked up some games, but I'm not even going to talk about them until I actually play them, because then, don't want to put nobody's expectations of what I've been doing and on this show. But yeah, the first, let's get into the news. And this week, apparently, we found out that Jade Raymond introduced a new studio in Montreal based named Haven. And they announced that they are working on a new original IP for PlayStation. Game News said it came out left field, like this whole big idea, because I think last time I knew, Jade Raymond just left Google Stadia after all their news about like, yeah, we're not going to do nothing for like their own IP for their own brand. So she left, and but it's not too shabby to have a new studio working on a new Sony IP. Jade has helped develop Assassin's Creed 1, 2, the PSP's Assassin's Creed Bloodline, a couple Sims before then. And then people are asking, there was a quick moment like in the discussion, is she a big deal? Well, I mean, I don't like to say it like, oh yeah, she's a big deal because she's a girl, but it is cool to see like obviously a big time, like to my knowledge in my head, people have been talking to her now recently, not a lot because I haven't heard her until this couple times of these past 2 years. Treat her name like she's like Ken Levine or something. They just talk about, oh yeah, Jade Raymond? Like, no, I didn't. But I'm more happy to see that she is getting back into gaming, in the sense of you leave like a Google Stadia because Google is set up of what you were, probably planning on to do, and then you're gonna, I'm gonna just make a new game, and they go into the wing of PlayStation. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. But congrats to Jade Raymond for opening up the studio. Looking forward to it, and obviously, hopefully the fans will. It's a good game, hopefully. And then maybe somewhere down the road, maybe PlayStation just works with them like Aquatic Dream and just work on, second party studios, and that'd be cool. People are assuming because of her background, it might be a third person like Assassin's Creed, like, just like, hopefully not. I hope it's not. Well, I lied. I'll take third person, but hopefully it's not like that Assassin's Creed, like just a rinse and repeat different thing. Hopefully it's something new, but the future will tell us. But next story, apparently Activision Blizzard reportedly laid off nearly 190 employees, including 50 of their esport division. Reports suggest these employees were given severance, health benefits, and a $200 gift card to Battle.net, but it was abrupt. Like, they didn't know. And then there's more news that said, like, they did these layoffs while their chairman still reaped bonuses, and also that Activision just announced like they had like one of the best annual financial years they've had, but they still did this, so that people are mad, and can't blame them, but it's out of my hands more than hopefully everyone gets their jobs, because also if some of them are for esports, some big news this week, which we'll get into, that hopefully maybe somebody else will pick them up and help them out with their esports jobs. Ooh, foreshadowing. But real quick, I'm going to just fire off these movie time stories that I just saw. Kevin Feige said Chris Evans isn't coming back to the MCU because there's a rumor that he was or something. But he said, no, not real. Venom, Let There Be Carnage will now open on September 17th. I don't know if this is a delay or they pushed it forward, but hey, it's kind of cool to hear that it's going to come out this year. And then stepping over to horror, there's going to be a possible new Texas Chainsaw Massacre project, and it will feature an old man Leatherface. I mean, that's cool. I mean, obviously, the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre one that I like was the one with Jessica Biel. I mean, because obviously I was the right age. I was young, and it was like my first true like interpretation of Leatherface before, like, I could have went and watched the classic ones, but just young. But and then another one is Warner Brothers, DC Films, and where is it? Chernin are teaming on a Our Man film with Gavin James and Neil Widener writing the script. And if you don't know who Our Man is, I made this little paragraph of firing it off. Our Man is an old DC superhero that was part of the Justice Society. His recent characterizations, so if you want to see him real quick, he's in CW's Legends of Tomorrow, and he's also in Stargirl, like a younger version. There has been 3 different guys who have took the helm, Rex, Rick, and Matthew Tyler. So they're all from the same family. And Our Man's superpower is he created this Miracle pill that gives him super strength, speed, and stamina for 1 hour after taking. So just more thing in the grapevine. But one thing, I'm going to discuss on that probably special episode if I get this all going. But I'm glad we are getting these out of left field superhero movies of DC characters. But until we have like a real stable movie line, I don't want to see them yet. Like we don't even have a this universe Batman, even though I know we're going to get the Robert Pattinson one in, and which will create its own universe. But the idea of like, you know, we're in a weird, unstable spot, or we don't even have a Green Lantern or even anything. So it's just odd to hear that they're pushing these other ones and not the other ways around. But yeah, one last one for movies. Zack Snyder says he had plans for a Green Lantern, a modern Green Lantern, into the Snyder Cut, but they were they had gone down the road, and he would have asked Ryan Reynolds to come back as Hal Jordan, but the more he would have been just there for the picture, because he was going to focus on sounds like Jon Stewart, because you can also see in Snyder Cut, there's a part when someone's throwing like today's paper, like, you know, for a store to go put on their rack, and the headline was like, this business is looking for a brand new architect, aka Jon Stewart. So he wanted to do Green Lantern, but DC told him no. But yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms of like, should we restore the Snyderverse or not? Is it too, you know, which I'll hopefully get a moment to talk to somebody about. But until then, yeah, that was basically for movies. A quick comic one. Marvel Comics will debut an openly gay Captain America in a miniseries called United States of Captain America. The new character is going to be named Aaron Fisher, and he is the Captain America of the Railways. So this miniseries will have, and it sounds like multiple LGBTQ allies working together, and it's written by Josh Trullo. So just more quick news that says it's going to happen. So, hey, whenever it comes out, we'll check it out. Hey, you know, kudos, whatever. Back to gaming. PlayStation came with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch of they just announced that there's going to be a brand new line of play at home games coming soon. Play at home was like that little mission they were doing. They had Ratchet and Clank 2016, been free for maybe a month and a half now, maybe 2 months. They're going to add more games on March 25th. On that day, you can download and own for free. Don't need a subscription. Don't need the PS Plus. Abzu, which is an older game. Enter the Gungeon. They're all older games. I don't know what I'm saying. Enter the Gungeon. Res Infinite. Subnautica. The Witness. Astrobot's Rescue Mission, a VR game. Moss, a VR game. Thumper with a VR attachment. And Paper Beast, a VR game. I want to say Res Infinite also has a VR level. And then they're also going to finish, what they're saying, they're going to finish it off with Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition will be free starting April 19th. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's very interesting because of the message on the streets are, you know, oh, Game Pass is great. I'm glad I have this because I get so many games, blah, blah, blah. But while you have that, which is great, we have the flip side that PlayStation's just been popping off free games a lot. And also, if you're a PS5 member, you start off the get-go with all those, the PlayStation Collection, which, again, you need your subscription, but the idea of just that thought, and then now all these free games, it's been pretty good to be a gamer right now. But another quick news from them is they showed the first details on the new PS controller, or the new controller for the new VR coming out soon. It has stronger immersion with adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, and finger touch detection, and more. It's actually looks more like a Vive or Oculus actual style of controller. Maybe it looks a little bit more bulky, but also I don't know if those plastic it looks like you're putting your hand into a ball. somebody on the internet said, if you go look up the Sony Ericsson logo, it kind of looks like you put your hand in the Sony Ericsson logo. But it looks like they're like, yeah, it looks like VR hand headsets or controllers of computer ones. So they're walking into this new generation, into the more modern controller instead of using the PlayStation 3's wands. So it's cool to see. I mean, it was just a small little sprinkle of information, nothing to go head over heels on just yet. The bigger head over heels is Sony has bought the biggest fighting esports show, EVO. This is huge. Assuming this will be the idea, like, hopefully this is just like the idea that it's just a different hand collecting checks. It's not like they're gonna cut it or gut it or whatever. They might move some games off of it. I'm not sure, but the time will tell. But judging by PlayStation has been for almost a year and a half, or maybe a year, on their YouTube, they've been having Mortal Kombat competitions on there. Did they do Blaze Blue? Either Blaze Blue or I think I just saw they announced that they're going to be doing I forgot this fighting game, but something In Birth is about to be on the YouTube soon. So they've been kind of doubling down on the fighting I think fighting genre of gamer is probably one of the hardcorest gaming genres. So, hey, I'm excited because I've been watching EVO maybe for the past 2-3 years, and just watching the Tekken, watching the majority of Tekken I've been watching. But, hey, I know that 2020 gave a little bit of a shakeup of EVO's plans because they like to do it live, and they don't have to use, they had to change all the games into the certain battle code or fight code that can have the best network for online play. That was a whole little slip up with the Mortal Kombat 11, but I digress on that, but kudos on them. And then Square Enix had like a spring presentation on YouTube, and they kind of broke down like the next couple quarters, or not couple quarters. They announced some games, and they also announced some things that are coming in currently. Like, I'm more shocked, but also they're trying to sell it, even though it's going to be on Game Pass now for free on day one. But they had 6 minutes of a 30-minute presentation to just Outriders. Hey, I know it's new, so blah, blah, blah. But then I think the idea that they announced that, what is it? Tomb Raider is obviously on its 25th anniversary. They made so that you can buy I call it the Survivors Tomb Raider, like the most current Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Should flip-flop that. It should be Rise then Shadow. But those can be in a triple pack to buy right now. They also announced, because Lara Croft is part of Fortnite Season 6's Battle Pass, you'll be able to walk around Croft Manor in Fortnite very soon. Don't quote me, but I think they said March 25th on that one as well. Like, you'll be playing in creative. So, whatever. It's kind of cool. They didn't announce anything for Lara for her next adventure for her anniversary, which is odd. But yeah, they also showed another little trailer for that Balan Wonderland, because it's been getting shit reviews even just on demos. Whatever. The biggest thing that came out of it for me is they announced the new Life is Strange. Life is Strange True Colors. True Colors is going to be coming out in September, and what's cool is the whole story is out on September 16th or 17th, which is really neat. They also said they put a feature in so you can play it straightforward, like through the whole story, or you can do it in a episodic by just they'll make like a little, all right, here's end of Act 1, you can stop now or continue. So that's neat. Again, for what we saw, it looks beautiful. Their engine has been improving each time. Improved from Life is Strange. Before the Storm was another team, but I digress about that. Then Life is Strange 2, but this one looks very next-gen-y, even though I believe it might be coming to old gens too. But obviously, compared to any story, like Telltale and shit, this one it blows out of the water for graphics. It looks good. It seems to me like this girl that we play. Well, back to what I'm going to say. She comes back to this hometown with her brother, and when she gets home, her brother gets killed. So she has to go through the whole mystery of what happened to my brother, blah blah blah. But it seems like her power, because Life is Strange usually somebody has a power, is, I'm assuming by the name True Colors. I think she's going to be able to see auras. It's not confirmed, but I'm just assuming shit. But the one other cool thing is, stick to what I'm going to say. They also announced that they're going to do Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm remastered with this more modern engine. And you can buy it all, you can pre-order it now. It's $60. Deluxe is $70. But there's because I think it's either $80 or $90. You can get the Deluxe Edition True Colors and the remasters of the 2 games. So it's a toss-up if that's a good value. But if you like Life is Strange, it might be a good pickup, because I know those remasters are going to come with platinum trophies, so it's tempting. But it's so far away, so I don't like to pre-order in the sense, because I know money's always coming. So obviously, just now, I had, like I said, I had some PSN money. I didn't know what to buy, but in my head, I'm like, should I get Deathloop? Because it was on my my thoughts of keep my eyes on most anticipated game. But I said no, because also May is so far away, I'll probably find $50 anyway. But yeah, that was basically it for the Square Enix. And then also more to leave on this. See, this is why you don't open up. Don't tell everybody what you like and feelings. Why even do a podcast? Because apparently Gotham Knights, my most anticipated AAA game, has been delayed to 2022. And it sounds like, long story short, it sounds like COVID and shit has been kind of slowed down the process, because of what I've seen through the grapevine of Twitter of people making articles saying, I think people are going to be surprised how AAA games are affected by COVID compared to indie games. But yeah, it kind of stinks. And hey, I mean, obviously it's going to get better, or it's not going to be worse. So take their time, blah, blah, blah. But, it sucks. Put me in Marvin's room. I'm going to start playing that while I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that's basically it for the week of news. So yeah, and then, like I said, this might feel short, but again, this comes out Monday. Give me 2 days. You got more Cousin Cecil content coming on this Wednesday. Because I was able to talk to Mr. Brian Hawkins and Mr. Patrick Foreman about Black Cotton in the first issue, and the path that it's going to go down, which is very interesting and very happy to hear, and thank them again for them to come on the show. And we got that actually in recording, so it was good to have under my belt now. So awesome. Thank you guys again. But yeah, this week for movies, I'm going to say, like I said already, the Zack Snyder Justice League. You have to watch it. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 hours. It does not feel like 4 hours. Don't listen to these people who like to just complain. Even the 4.3 aspect ratio looks weird at the beginning, but it's not bad. You'll not even notice it that much, in my opinion. For comics, all right. For the comics, like I said, Alien #1. That's more just a reminder because we've already discussed it before. But Alien issue 1 comes out. I'm just doing this more for a shout out for Patrick Foreman because of foreshadowing our conversation. But Carnage issue 1, Black, White, and Blood is coming out this week. Harley Quinn issue 1 is coming out this week. So I'll go check those out. And then for music, I am doing Rich Brian. The song is called Sydney. Sydney. But yeah, this was this week's episode. Again, short and sweet, but also the way it is. And again, Wednesday, please go listen to the special episode of the Cousin Cecil Show. But yeah, please follow me on Twitter at MikeFowler93. Been trying to catch the coattails of that Lady Gaga meme with this new Falcon Winter Soldier meme. Because next week I'll discuss more what was going on with Falcon Winter Soldier. I think I'd like to get another episode in before I crack open this one because there's only 6 episodes, so maybe we can hear some answers in the second episode, blah, 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 blah. But I ain't going to say it's not bad. It's better than WandaVision. But it just has some... I need some context of this world. I think it's crazy how it's going on with the blip. But I digress. But yeah, at MikeFowler93, twitch.tv/Cousin Cecil. That's CUZNCISEAL. And then, but yeah, until next time, be good to each other and peace.